Welcome back, gamers. Okay, so today, Blood Angels v Death Guard. Brays Death Guard, and I'm bringing up the Blood Angels. I've just seen what is going on the side of this board, so I don't think I'm in for a good game here, to be honest with you. But, wow. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm going to lose this one. But you know what? Let's see what happens. I say that a lot, don't I? Stodds pointed that out to me the other day. Let's see what happens. We'll head over to Mr. Bray a minute, and we can see what's in his arsenal. Which is lots of big things. So okay, let's head over to him a minute then, shall we? Right, so then Bray, let's start on this side and work our way through. What you got, laddie?
Okay, got a unit of Mythic Blight haulers.
Well, what are they armed with?
They are armed with they got bile spurt, missile launchers, and multi-melters.
Sounds potent. 2
units of poxwalkers.
Yeah.
With typhus.
Obviously, okay.
Yeah, it's a standard. We have a rhino in it. We've got a unit of plague marines and a malignant plague burster.
So you got like 5 to 9 plague marines in it then or something?
7 marines and 1
plague burster.
Yeah. We have a knight of Nurgle,
which he borrowed off Stodds.
Yeah, thank you, Stodds. Tip my hat. Thank you very much. And last but not least, we have Mortarion. And I'd like to point out, I don't think I think he's underplaying himself here at the moment. So
yeah, I'm not. Right, okay, I'm gonna head over and see what I got a minute. All right. Right, this is unusual. I was about to interview someone else, but I'm interviewing myself. So, okay, this is what I'm bringing to the game. I have a Barrel Predator. As you can see, I'm painted. I've not painted everything. This is armed with twin assault cannons and a couple of heavy bolters, because why not? Or I think I did put a storm bolter on it as well, because, wow, why not? I have 1, 2, 3 Death Company Dreadies, all armed with blood talons and armed with a couple of heavy flamers, because I like to get in close with them. I have 1 half unit really of Hellblasters. I've stuck on the big meaty ones, so they ain't going to move, they're just going to sit back and shoot. Also, that's it, that's all I've got on the table. So in reserve, I will just switch over here. I've got a unit of 6 Interceptors, all armed with the bolters. I have 14 Death Company, all armed with chainswords and flamer pistols. I have the Sanguinor, or Sanguinator, Sangu something, again unpainted, with 5 Sanguine Guard, and that chaplain here I'm using a Slam Genius. So I've never used him before, but you know what, I fancy giving a bit of cheese a go, and I'm glad I bought him now if I'm facing them. So okay, what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at the initiative, which at the moment I've deployed all my stuff down first. We're playing the Scouring, so I think it's at the end of the battle. We'll look at the objectives, and one's worth 3, I think one's worth 1, the rest was 2.
Worth 4.
So one was worth 4.
1 and the rest are 2.
Yeah, 1 and 2 respectively. So yeah, it's Blood Angels holding on to something. This is going to be hilarious. Yeah, so let's get that initiative on. Let's see if Bray can roll his 6s, which he is famous for. Right, come on then, Bray, put me out of my misery. Roll that 6. A 3. Oh, do you know what? I'm so pleased about that. That's made my day. That's probably the only thing I will win today, if I'm honest with you.
Stop saying that.
I'm luring into a false sense of security, because I'm going to bitch slap him.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Right, okay. Yeah, let's go to my movement turn. Before I carry on, I do apologise about the shadows. I've put my light up, but unfortunately it's not blocking out the sun, which is disgusting, really, because the sun should respect 40k. It's my honest opinion. If anyone fancies writing to any deity they may believe in, just to say that it's ruining our 40k game, then, you know, would be much appreciated. Okay, so in my movement phase, I have moved up my Barrel Predator a little bit, and nippy little sons those are. I've also moved up one of my Dreadies. Yeah, they can stay where they are. Another Dreadie's moved up, and another Dreadie has moved up. Because of all the greatness of the errata, I can't bring my stuff down this turn, which is absolutely wrong. Just saying, it's wrong. I'm going to shoot. Yeah, lovely quick turn to start off with. Obviously, I haven't got much on the table. So my Barrel Predator had a pop into the Poxwalkers. I think I took about 7 off the table, but they're mindless. So they don't get to roll anything anymore out of any description. I advanced this guy here, so he's with an objective. I advanced that dready, so he's an objective, and that dready. And my Hellblasters had a pop into the Rhino and took 4 wounds off him. So, yeah, okay. I'll wait till I get my main force on the board, but see how much damage he's going to do this turn, eh? Okay, Bray, get them boys a-moving. Okay, so Bray has pretty much moved everything he's got as well. The Blight Haulers have moved up a little bit. Also getting closer to the Bow Predator, whether to cut it off or not. The Poxwalkers and Ciphers has also moved up. I think they're going in a rampage. Down there, we've got the Rhino, which has also come up, trying to claim the objective, along with the Knight. And Mutaran, little old Morty, again, I apologise for the lighting here, has moved up closer to my Dready. Don't think they like my Dreadnoughts. I'm so sad. Right, okay, let's move on. Let's let them do some shooting. Right, okay, so that's end of shooting turn. As I expected, Bray would have had a bit better shooting turn than myself. He's going to have a better first turn than myself. He has taken out my Bow Predator quite successfully with the 3 Blight Haulers. Those melters are nothing to be snubbed at. Good. My other Dready has gone by a ridiculous amount of firepower that came from your battle cannon on the Knight. It was your battle cannon, wasn't it?
It was a thermal cannon.
Oh, it was a thermal cannon. My apologies. I didn't know he had a thermal cannon. He should have told me at the beginning, cheater. And and over here, Morty has plonked in a couple of wounds on this Dready and a smite from earlier. Oh, also, you got off your, is it
Putrescent Vitality.
Over on these Poxwalkers here. Yeah, so that's it. He's probably going to have a little bit of a charge. Yeah, so he only had one thing to really charge him with, which was Morty. The poor old Dready, and he was a poor old Dready as well. He only had 4 left. Now, I want some sympathy for this Dreadnought because, you know, he's one of the good guys. Apart from this plague-ridden bullsack. You know, I'm not going PG-13 on this one. My poor guys. I'm going to move now to a different country. Okay, so in my Blood Angels movement phase, I've put down the Sanguinaut and some Sanguinary Guard to maybe see if I can get into combat with these guys. It would be nice, wouldn't it? I somehow doubt it. Interceptors, because I don't like the look of that mob. Mob doesn't rule in my game. 1 metric ton of Death Company, because I don't like the look of that. I've moved my my Dready a little bit into cover, and I've put down Slamagwinius because I don't like him. Yeah, I think that's about it at the moment. So I'm going to try shooting. Yeah, okay, and then we'll get into something a little bit more meaty. Right, I didn't really have much to shoot at. These Hellblasters all shot into Morty, did nout. Seriously, absolute crap rolls. Samginius did shoot into a Revolt pistol, he wounded and everything. Morty failed his saves, but he got his resilience thing. My interceptors unhailed, allowed into this unit and took them all down to 1, so yeah, that's positive results. Now let's see if I can do anything in hand. Yeah, absolutely shocking this one. These guys failed to charge, and I didn't bother to charge for the Sanguinaut because he might have got whipped apart on Overwatch, a bit like 2 of their buddies did. I got my my guys in over here, and I did some damage, and then they kind of got tore apart a little bit, but they're still there, they're kicking. Yeah. And Slamginius failed. I get a reroll on Slamginius, and he still failed. The best I got was a 7, I think, and I needed 8. God, this is so bad. Yeah, this isn't going well for me. I was right. Right, so this is bottom of turn 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so bottom of turn 2, and Brays moved a bit. He's moved his Blight Haulers to have a go at the Interceptors. He's moved down Cypher and his Pox Boys a little bit. I say boys a lot, but none of them ever seem to be very female, do they? I mean, they could be. Can you tell? Let's say Pox People. Okay, that sounds like a 1980s group, doesn't it? The Pox People. He's moved his Rhino down a little bit closer to my Hellblasters. Chickened out, I might add, for my 4 remaining Death Company, because, you know, they're angry now. Grr. and put them closer to Sanguinius and me old Dreddy there. And obviously old Morty has gone the same route. So I think that's about it for his movement. So I think he's going to wipe me this turn, to be fair. You never know. Let's see what happens. So shooting done. Yeah, could have gone a lot worse for me. These 3 blight haulers unloaded everything. Managed to take out 2 of my interceptors. Yeah. They couldn't shoot. Down here, both of these guys unloaded holy hell into Sanguinius. Did nothing. Absolutely nothing. He did take a couple of points from Smite, though, unfortunately. But yeah, so yeah, could have gone worse. Hand-to-hand combat. Who knows what's going to happen? Right, hand-to-hand combat done. Yeah, over here, they managed to take out a couple. I only did 1 wound back, but morale was fine. So those are a bit of a loggerhead at this precise moment in time. Yeah. Right, so if we spin down to here, Sanguinius has taken a couple of wounds from mortal wounds, but he is still going. He managed to deflect off and has done 8 wounds back to Morty. A little bit of movement for me here. I've moved up what I've got left for my Sanguinary Guard and Sanguinor, just to come around there. I've pulled these off because they're flyers. It means I can still get them out and shoot, which is nice. Pulled over some of my Death Company, just see if they can actually do something before they die. And just pulled my Dreddy forward a little bit. He's going to have a little pop at old him as well. So yeah, I'm going to start shooting now. Okay, so shooting. The Interceptor shot in a little bit, thinned out this herd even more. So did the Sanguinary Guard. Managed to take a couple out, I think 2 or 3, something like that. And some of the Death Company fired in their hand flame as well. So yeah, we thinned down these Poxwalkers quite a bit down here, which is quite nice. Over here, Mr. Bray played one of his cheaty Nurgle's Rot and took out Sanguinius. Cheaty. Yeah, aside from that, not a great deal happened. Took a couple more points off that. Gently knocking down that metal box. Gently knocking it down. But I know there's guys inside it, so I can get mullered in a minute, no doubt. Yeah, so that's it. I'm going to start doing some charging, I think. Hurrah! Okay, so hand-to-hand combat phase. Down here, the Sanguinar took 3, plus 1 for Overwatch, and Typhus took 3, so they're having a bit of a bout out. The Death Company plus the Sanguinary Guard removed the rest of his Poxwalkers, and then they basically all charged into Typhus, and these guys charged into this one remaining Poxwalker. Old Cheaty McGee over here, as I'm being calling him now. Yeah, he's going to say something nasty though, isn't you? Spent a command point to go first and took out my Dreddy. So pretty much all I got on the board is duh and duh. So yeah, I'm not looking too good, but it's fine. Just kill Typhus, I'll be happy, I guess. Alright, okay, so we're going to go into the bottom of turn 3, I believe now, for Mr. Bray's movement. Right, so movement, bottom of turn 3 here. He's moved Morty and his knight up a little bit further, claiming objective down there. He's also moved his rhino back up there after unloading a load of these plague marines against my poor hellblasters. And he's done nothing wrong. And he's moved up his blight haulers a little bit into probably my interceptors. He's probably going to charge them again after shooting the hell out of them. Yeah, so that's it. I mean, again, as usual, it's getting a bit quicker now because the game's kind of coming to an end because I'm dying very quickly. But, you know, all in good fun. Even though Morty's a cheat. I didn't say that.
He is a bad guy.
He's a cheaty bad guy. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's go to shooting. Okay, so the Death Guard shooting phase. Essentially, he has just moved Morty up a little bit. He has shot with his big old knight into these poor guys here who survived it. Get in! The Plague Marines also fired in, didn't do anything, but the leader guy, who I can't remember what he's called now, sorry.
The Malignant Plaguecaster.
But the Malignant Platecaster... Malignant.
Malignant.
But the Malignant... I'm not keeping this in. But the Malignant Platecaster did manage to take one out, and they got put onto one wound somewhere. I can't remember how that happened. It happened. These guys. Yeah. Right, around here, the Blight Haulers did take out my Inceptors. To be fair, I don't mind so much, because they can be a little bit points, and they do a lot of damage, but they are a little bit glass cannons. And they did their job. In fairness, they did do their job. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, so that's about that. Okay, I think we're going to go to some... There might be some charging, you never know. Okay, so let's move on to the charge race. Yeah, did you... I think there was some smiting or some stuff going on. Oh, that's it, yeah. With Smite, I lost a few of my Death Company as well. So it's a bit of a shame, but, you know, boys are there to die anyway, aren't they, really? It's what they do. Right, that's it. Right, so hand-to-hand combat over. I took one of his off the board. He took 2 of mine with that there hand-to-hand combat. So, to be honest with you, that just says everything. Around here, I've only got the one guy left. What with all the charging going in, I had no command points, so I could go first to try and take a swipe at Typhus. The Sanguina died via a mortal wound because of Typhus's gifts. Then he attacked my Sanguinary Guard. They all died as well. He then moved into my Death Company geezer, but he couldn't do anything. So that was pretty much it. I've got 3 models left on the board. There's no way on hell and earth I'm going to be able to do anything at all apart from just get them all killed next time. So I will graciously concede this one to Mr. Bray and his cheating Morty. Alright, we're back for a conclusion in a minute. Yeah, well, that one didn't really go in my favour, did it? To be fair, I kept taking a mix saying Morty's cheating. He's not, it's just bloody hard to do anything with. I mean, it's ridiculous. Anyway, before I start my whinging, I'm going to head over to Mr. Bray, because he technically won, I guess. Only 12-0, so it's not like it was a big win or anything. And then say how he think he got on. So, Mr. Bray, sir.
Yeah, thanks for the game, Rick. Really good. I was surprised, actually, that how tough old Slamguinius is. He was, if I hadn't taken him off the board, I reckon he would have tore through Morty.
Yeah, he didn't actually do that much, unfortunately. I think it's because I failed my charge initially. I think it would have been maybe a bit different on Morty on that one. But he's only 129 points, so he's not that bad.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Thanks again for Johnny Chaosgate for letting me borrow his knight. That was awesome. Good fun.
Didn't lend me anything. Nothing at all. Didn't even wish me congratulations. He just packed off Bray with his best equipment and let me fend myself, my little bloke.
Well, he's not exactly going to miss the night, is he? Anyway, the amount he's got.
Yeah, it's only 30 left, you know.
Typhus, this is the first time I actually managed to get Typhus into combat. That was good. I'd enjoyed doing that.
It wasn't as tough in combat as I expected him to be,
it's
actually.
Not.
He's a bit of a buffer, isn't he?
Yes, that's what he was. And, you know, to be honest, I didn't play the Poxwalkers right. There's a couple of things I missed with them. So they went down a little bit too quick, but hey, always a learning curve, isn't it?
For me, I personally felt that there's a couple of things that kind of irritated me. One, the way the errata has now been set out that you can't move after you've come in from reserves has irritated me slightly, because it does mean that we're kind of always on the back foot and like have a hard charge. But I kind of see the flip side as well, so everything can just come in, charge, boom, dead. So yeah, I mean, if there was something in the middle, I'd appreciate it, you know. The thing I found with Blood Angels a long time ago is that we are glass cannons. That is for sure. I mean, there's only so much you can really put out there. I mean, most of it is men. Yeah, you could put a load of tanks on the board, and that's all well and good. But why not just collect a proper Space Marine army and, you know, be better at doing it if you're going to go down that route? All in all, I was mildly impressed with Slamguinius. Not as impressed as I should have been, but I think, to be fair, that was bad luck. My Death Company went out and died like they always do. They die every single time, you know. The Hellblasters I've always liked. I do have to invest in a lot more of them because I think they could be a pain on that battlefield. Because I gave them the 36-inch range one. I think the I can't remember what they're called now. Oh, that's it, the plasma incinerators, which I like. Just don't move them, sit them back, shoot them. Aside from that, though, yeah, I kind of just have my hand asked to me. Morty and a knight. What are you going to do, really, you know? It's only a 2,000-point game. Jeez. Well, Mr. Bray did a good job there, I think. Right, so if you guys said something you'd have done differently, especially what I done, because I think I messed quite a bit up there, then comment away if you wish. Also, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, I greatly appreciate that. And no doubt we'll be back fairly soon for another one. I don't know if we can get any done next week, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. So, I'll catch you all again soon. Mr. Bray, catch you soon, sir.
Cheers all.
Bye-bye for now, and keep watching Tabletop Conquests.